Thanks for the gold! We got gold! Thank you all for...
Let's kick things off with a quote, delivered entirely without words, from one of this week's standout protagonists. "The gold is mine. The war is over. Get out of my way." Yep, Sisu is back. The Chuck Norris of Lapland, whose favorite hobby is turning Nazis into confetti, has returned. Good evening, folks. Did you rest well this Sunday? Cleansed your visual palette with a healthy dose of film and TV? Perfect timing, because that's exactly what we're diving into in part 2 of our weekly segment, What's New with the News? On the big screen, we've got the return of Finland's toughest man, Sisu: Road to Revenge, a fresh take on one of the most iconic horror games of all time, Return to Silent Hill, a love story that feels suspiciously like it escaped from a Disney storyboard, French Lover, and Keira Knightley, yes, Captain Swan herself, playing a journalist in The Woman in Cabin 10. On the TV front, Netflix is wrapping up one of its biggest cultural hits, Alice in Borderland. Taylor Sheridan is back with another season of his gritty masterpiece, Mayor of Kingstown. And HBO Max surprises us with a series that'll make you question everything you thought you knew, Portobello. And YouTube? Well, this week it's an animated film that's crushing the box office. Meanwhile, another Korean drama has dropped, the kind that glues you to the couch and steals your weekend. So before you sit down, go ahead and hit play.
You shall not pass! Something's happened here. Something really, really bad. Hold the darkness.
Let's start with something everyone loves. This video game shaped a generation. Grab your anxiety meds. Return to Silent Hill lands in 2026 with monsters, emotional trauma, and the glorious Pyramid Head on a sightseeing tour. Poor James returns to the most welcoming town in hell because of a suspicious letter. Clearly, he's never seen a horror movie. Christoph Gans is back, joined by producers who survived Resident Evil, and with Master Yamaoka on the soundtrack to make sure even the jump scares have musical flair.
工藤さん。
After a video game, what better than an anime in live action? Romance, nostalgia, and intense office stares. Kowloon Generic Romance gets the live-action treatment to remind us that even in a dystopian neighborhood, there's time for love and existential questions. Reiko asks Kudo if he feels nostalgia. He looks at her like he just saw a ghost or forgot their anniversary. The film already premiered in Japan and even made a pit stop in New York, because nothing says complicated love like a walled city full of memories.
El Camara.
Ah non mais c'était fantastique Abel, fantastique.
Je trouve ça pourri moi. Mais moi je suis acteur, je suis pas vendeur de déo tout pété là.
A modern-day Cinderella who speaks French. Netflix is on fire. Paris, lights, drama, and an actor in existential crisis falling for a waitress with worse luck than a picnic in a thunderstorm. French Lover premieres September 26th on Netflix, with Omar Sy trying to prove that even celebrities have hearts, and time for unlikely romances. Directed by newcomer Nina Reeves, the cast feels like a mandatory showcase of French charm.
Just pale luck.
Yeah, for her.
And what if we told you the director of this film acted in the original Predator? Grab your bulletproof vests and popcorn buckets. Play Dirty Drops October 1st on Prime Video, with Mark Wahlberg leading a crew of thieves so skilled they make the New York mob nervous. Shane Black, master of shootouts with punchlines, returns to turn Parker, the most stylish thief since safes were invented, into an unlikely hero with a plan that smells like trouble. The trailer's out. and promises more adrenaline than a condo meeting with unpaid bills.
Laura Blacklock. I'm Richard. So pleased to have you with us.
Thank you.
Captain Swan ditched Jack Sparrow and became a journalist. A journalist boards a luxury yacht and sees someone thrown overboard, but of course the rich folks say it was just her imagination. The Woman in Cabin 10, starring Keira Knightley trying not to lose her mind while solving a mystery worthy of Agatha Christie in millennial mode, premieres October 10th on Netflix. The cast is so stacked, the yacht probably ran out of cabins. And to wrap it up, brutality and comedy. The indestructible Sisu is back. The Finnish grandpa who survived the Nazis returns, and this time he wants revenge with interest and emotional tax. Sisu. Road to Revenge brings back Jorma Tommila dismantling the house where his family was murdered. Literally, he puts it on a truck, and gearing up to face Stephen Lang, a Soviet commander with zero chill. Premieres November 20th and promises more blood than a ketchup factory on strike.
I sway in these walls.
You're an ex-con.
Let's kick things off with one of Taylor Sheridan's many hits. Already heading into season 4, brace yourselves for more institutional chaos and gang-style negotiations. Mayor of Kingstown returns for its 4th season on October 26, 2025, on Paramount+. Jeremy Renner is back as Mike McCluskey, Michigan's most overworked mediator, now trying to keep the peace while new players rush to fill the void left by the Russian mob. With gangs at war, a new prison warden with a firm grip, and ghosts from the past knocking on the door, this season promises to be explosive, literally.
Avete 30 secondi di tempo.
Via!
Next up, a series that got the red carpet treatment at a film festival. Picture this. Italy's most beloved TV host of the 1980s, watched by 28 million people and co-starring a parrot, gets accused of being in the mafia by an obsessed informant who thinks they're telepathically linked. Portobello, HBO Max's new series, directed by Marco Bellocchio, premieres in 2026 and promises to show how the Italian justice system managed to turn a national celebrity into a judicial martyr.
Who is this?
He takes care of my guests. All part of the services the hotel Sierra provides.
This actor, once a doctor on Grey's Anatomy, is now playing a bodyguard. An ex-Marine ends up in Positano working at a luxury hotel and, of course, ends up solving disappearances like a concierge with a license to throw punches. Hotel Costiera, starring Jesse Williams as Daniel DeLuca, the man who swaps rifles for bathrobes, premieres September 24th on Prime Video. It's a mix of action, drama, and postcard-worthy scenery, because even mysteries know how to pick a good backdrop.
Más te vuelvo a fallar.
From Italy to Colombia, via Netflix's studios, Sylvia already had enough problems: a crumbling marriage, a daughter battling addiction, and a husband with political ambitions. And then comes Sonia, the old friend with a cryptic smile and villain-level plans. The Guest, Netflix's new Colombian series, premieres September 24th and promises to turn every family dinner into a psychological thriller. Who needs peace when you can have intrigue and emotional destruction with a view from the couch?
Tu non hai il diritto nemmeno di metterci il piede in quel campo.
Non è giusto che decidi tutto tu.
Ma che sta facendo?
Teens and rivalries. What's not to love? Teenagers at war, popularity on the line, and a school literally split by a wall. Riv Folel Rise premieres October 1st on Netflix and promises more drama than a parent's WhatsApp group. Pisa sets the stage for a showdown between the insiders and outsiders, led by the school's heartthrob and a rebellious newcomer. Between crushes, identity crises, and friendships built to survive bullying, this series is basically a survival guide to preteen chaos with style.
会いたかったよ。あの美しい世界に君も戻ってこないか。
And to wrap it up, ready to return to the world of deadly games? And that final card? The Joker? Arisu and Usagi thought they'd escaped the hell of death games until their happy life turns into a nightmare of visions and mysterious disappearances. Alice in Borderland returns September 25th for its third season, now with the dreaded Joker throwing everything into chaos. The trailer's out and it promises tension, flaming arrows, colorful dice, and existential dilemmas like save the love of your life or die trying. Let's wrap things up with a quote from Arisu, the hero of our favorite death games. I want to know why we're here. Who's behind this? Because like any good protagonist, Arisu isn't just trying to survive, he's trying to make sense of the madness around him. So, what did you enjoy most this week? In film, we had the return of the Finnish man of few words who treats Nazis like a personal inconvenience. Captain Swan in a role straight out of an Agatha Christie mystery, a French love story that gives Cinderella a run for her glass slippers, and Mark Wahlberg doing his usual unlikely hero routine under the direction of Shane Black, the man who makes bullets fly and audiences laugh. On TV, we saw the comeback of one of the best live-action manga adaptations in recent years. Seriously, what is the Joker card about? 2 new Netflix series that will test your heart rate for very different reasons, and Hawkeye himself returning for season 4 of a show that's not for the faint of heart. Give this video a like, share it with your friends and across your socials. Have a great start to the week, and we'll be back tomorrow to close it out. Be kind, rewind, and come back, please.